Hey everybody, it's Fluid Art Thursday. Christy Hickey here with MajicMixx, and we are going to do some chain pulling today. I usually use string, but I'm going to use a chain today and see what type of difference it's going to make. This is actually a necklace that I had laying around, so it's not going to mess anything up. We'll just use this. It has a little space between the links. It's not like a ball chain, which would have been nice to have had, but I don't have one of those. But hey, Diane, she's joined us. Thank you so much. What I have in mind, you know how that goes. What I have in mind is a black canvas, and I want to do some white on it in kind of a circular design and pull one at a time. So we'll see how it goes. So let's see, first things first, we are going to cover the canvas with some black paint. This is Apple Barrel black, and this one is matte, although I like working with the gloss better, but the store was out of the gloss. So that's our acrylic paint, and this has 50% Floetrol mixed with it. Don't have the Floetrol can with me, but most of the time you can pick them up at the hardware paint stores. They have a latex base and they have an oil base, so make sure you read the label and get the right one. But your craft paint, you want to dilute it 50%. Your artist grade paint, you will dilute 2 to 1, so 1 ounce of artist paint and 2 ounces of Floetrol to get that warm honey consistency that we like so well, that works so well with the fluid art. This is a little 11 by 14 canvas we're going to experiment on. So we will start putting the black paint on here. I am going to give some art lessons November 9th. So that's a Saturday at the Island Art Association downtown Fernandina. If you would like to participate in that class, PM me and I will give you further details on it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Have a good group signed up. Looking forward to working with everybody and meeting them. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's good therapy, painting is. Any type of subject, or excuse me, should say activity to take your mind off of things is always good. You know, our brains, we get so cluttered with everything, and sometimes we overthink things, or sometimes something is bothering us, you know, and it's just good to give your brain a break. You know, have a little bit of fun. Crochet, knit, read a book, watch a story. Painting, crafting, that's my therapy. That's how I can forget about the world for a little while and just enjoy the break. And two, either you learn something because you're doing it, or you're creating something beautiful. This is just good therapy all the way around. So take a break, do it. This the black does not have any silicone in it, but I can see that it's it's trying to give me some cells. I can see the canvas in the background. This is different. So I have a roll of paper towels on hand because I think we're going to need them. Let's see. And you know how black is. For some reason that color gets on everything around. So we'll see how it does today. I'm just kind of scraping a little bit off, putting it on the edges here. If I miss any, I can touch it up later. So the thickness that you would like to have on your canvas, the thickness of the paint is enough to where you do not see the weave of your canvas, okay? That's the secret. Usually 1 square foot of canvas takes about 5 to 6 ounces of paint. And I've been known to overdo it. I mean, you're going to. Every now and then you're going to. So if that's the case, either scrape it off or go ahead and work with it. It's all a learning process. Okay, this is white. And I don't remember if I used the Apple Barrel or the Sargent's. That's what's available in my town right now. And the Sargent's is like an artist grade paint. It will take you a lot more Floetrol to thin it down like it's supposed to be. And it's a really good buy. This is a 16-ounce jar and it's less than $4. Okay, that's a really good buy and it's a good quality of paint. So let's start here. I'm just going to kind of do it and see if it works the way I'm thinking that it will work. Make sure I get plenty of paper towel here because I'm thinking I'm going to have to wipe the chain off in between each swipe. I'm going to start in the middle here. And I only want just a little bit. Let me stand up so I can get a good center. Okay. This chain has one large little loop at the end, but I think it'll be okay. So what I'm going to do is put this in the white, go all the way around here. Okay. That's kind of like what I was thinking. Okay. All right, the next one. Hey, Cam. Good to see you. Okay, the next one, I'm going to go this way. We'll start here. Oops. This chain is swinging. Had exercise class this morning, silver sneakers at the Council on Aging, and we had a great time. It was a strength and balance class, but since it was Halloween, we made smoothies after class, and everybody got a little treat, so that was a lot of fun. This way. Okay. All right. I'm liking that. What do y'all think? Get this excess paint off the chain. It's a little bit different than working with a string. A string, you can run it through your paper towel and it pretty much will get most of the paint off. This chain, the paint is staying in the links. So, all right, we're going to go let's see what that does. Oops, it's wanting to come with me. There we go. May not have added enough white. This chain, because it has paint on it in some areas still, it's getting tacky. It's not wanting to release. Okay. Okay. It's interesting. Get another paper towel. So, what do y'all think? Diane, Kim, what you think? Could zoom down a little bit more. Let's see here. I'm going to pull up the camera app. It might be a little bit too close. I don't want the camera to get fuzzy, so I'll keep looking at the screen to make sure it doesn't get fuzzy on y'all. Okay, let's clean this off. Pulled quite a bit of black paint off of that time. Got a beautiful day here in Florida. It's probably at least in the high 80s. It's quite warm. It's supposed to start raining later and turn cooler. All right, our chain's clean. Now, I think I'm going to go this way. Let's see what that does. Hey, Susan. How you doing? Hope y'all are doing well. We're doing a little bit of chain pulling today. And it's quite interesting. It's a little bit different than the string pull. Gives you a different look. You see that really need to, oops. The chain's tacky because it's got that paint on it. It's drawing there. Okay, pull it. This is almost hypnotizing watching the design. There we go. It's quite interesting, different. I think I'll just keep on going. Just do the whole canvas this way. And that black paint, I should have put on gloves. Black paint will get in, or it's more noticeable, I should say, in your fingernails. Okay, let's do one around here. Don't know what that was. I felt like I put a pretty good bit of paint on the canvas with this white, but it is soaking in quickly. Well, there you go. It's kind of beginning to look like a flower. Let's see, let's put it over here. Might need to do it smaller. So we'll go, let's see, I really should have gone. Let's start here and go that way. Excuse me. Oh, still got a lot of paint on this thing. A wet cloth would have been nice for this. So keep that in mind. That way you can get a lot more of the paint off in between each. I didn't want to go that way. I want to go this way. We'll see what that does. Because I want the thin side on the other side. There we go. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, now we'll do one here, going this way. Hey, Mandy. I get to come see you next week. I am looking forward to it, girl. Mandy is the hairdresser. Let me tell you, she is the best. And I am so looking forward to seeing you next week. If anybody needs a good hair, excellent hairstylist, get an appointment with her. And if you are lucky enough to get an opening with her, keep it, do it. She's awesome. Okay. Now I think, let's see, I want to do the thin side over here. So I want to start here. It's kind of the opposite of what you're thinking you want in your mind. What you think you want, you're going to have to do the opposite. I should say that. Okay. Ooh. Wow, that was close. That was real close. Don't have much more space. We will have covered this entire. I'm just wondering, should I leave it just black and white or add a third color? I could go the opposite. I could go in here in the middle with a third color. What do y'all think? Vote. Tell me. Tell me, tell me. Let's see. I think I'm going to put another white right here. And I think I'm going to pull this way. So we're going to start here on this side. Trying to get the chain like anywhere from the middle to the inside. That way it can pick up some of the black too. I'm going to pull it very slowly. Okay. Y'all didn't tell me anything. Just looking down here at the canvas. I'm going to turn it around so we can see it sideways. Could do a little bit more here. But I'm real tempted to add another color and do it in the middle, in between here. Trying to think, if I don't like it, how am I going to fix it? So what colors do we have down here? Y'all weren't giving me any feedback. Let's see. We have Caribbean, yellow, fuchsia. Well, this is light magenta. Let's see. Do have some metallic, some gold. The thing though with the metallics is they sink to the bottom. And this is red. So let's see, where did the chain go? That might solve the problem right there. Might not be, here it is. It's all black. Kind of looked like the rest of the table down here, all this black on it. So y'all still aren't telling me anything, so I don't know what to do here. What color? I'm almost leaning towards this magenta color here. There we go. Just maybe some accents. That's what I was looking for. I'm trying to get some of the paint off of this chain. I don't think y'all can see what I'm doing, but that's what I'm doing. I'm getting the paint off of this chain. So let's try one. And if we don't like the look of it, I can scrape it off and reapply the black and the white. I've been known, one time, I was doing about a 16 by 20 canvas, and it turned into a hot mess. I didn't video that one. It was when I first started, and I didn't know how to do all that stuff. I know a little bit more than what I did then, but let's see, what can I do here? Maybe like right here. Anyway, I was so disgusted with that. I was still learning and trying different things, and I took it to the kitchen sink, turned the cold water on, and grabbed the spray hose and washed it off. Yep, I washed all the paint down the kitchen sink, all off that canvas. I was so disgusted with it. Set it outside. On the patio table. Let it dry. The next day, it was good as new. Couldn't even tell. Well, it's not too bad. It's not very defined because I don't have a whole lot of working space. I was trying not to get too much into the white. So y'all still haven't given me any feedback. So let's do, could do multicolors. Come on out. So how do I want to pull this? Do I want to pull it? No, I don't want to pull it that way. I want to pull it this way. So I need to start the chain on this side. And this is going to be a really close, skinny pull, because I don't want to really interfere with the design that's next to it. And I'm going pretty slow, trying to control how it is going. And I'll pull that around. Whew, I don't think I took a breath through that. So we have a couple more to go. Do one right in here. Let's see. Trying to think how I want to pull it. If I pull it this way, I could pull the end up through here. Try that. It looked like the camera had gotten blurry. So I want to this pink is sinking into the black also. I just looked at the chain and went, oh my goodness, I hope I have enough chain here. Yep, got a couple of inches to spare. So this is going to be another very tight pull. Well, I don't know about for y'all, but that was kind of therapeutic. Pulling that chain and watching the design being made at the same time, and you're like, you don't want to run into your other designs, so it's like having to concentrate, being very careful. Yeah. Okay. I am a mess. A happy mess, though. All right, let's see. Go. All right, we're going to start this side because I want to pull the tail on this side. I might run through that white again. Give it a little bit more definition. So, well, this is going to be tight. Just kind of adding just enough, a little bit of color, a little bit of interest. Another paper towel. Yeah, a wet cloth would have been nice. That probably would have been the best way to go with this versus the string. So, like I said, it's all learning. I've not ever used the chain to do any design, so weird, isn't it? Let's see, let's do a little bit here. Wait a minute. I want to go this way. There's no time for your nose to start itching, that's for sure. Okay. I have a fluid art class coming up that I'll be teaching November 9th from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock at the Island Art Association. If you're interested in joining the class, PM me, get in touch with me, and we'll get you registered. It's going to be a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. And then there is another fluid art convention coming in April, and that one is going to be held in Seattle. That's going to be a lot of fun. I believe it's 3-4 days. Lots of classes, a lot of different instructors. Check it out. I have the website in the description. You can go there and look at all of the classes available. They have a lot more classes this time than the the Orlando, Ohio. Where did that come from? I don't know. Anyway, but should be a really good popular class. Not to say that Orlando was not disappointing at all. It was a lot of fun. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Yep, it's giving just enough interest, a little bit of color. I'm going to do some more over here, and then maybe some on the outside. Okay, let's do here. And I want to pull the tail that way. So we're going to start the chain. Wait a minute, let me think. Start the chain here. Yep. I got confused for a minute. Okay, here we go. Now these could be longer if I would let the chain stay on the canvas, but I'm trying to keep it from interfering with the design next to it, so I'm pulling it up as it turns, keeping the design, the pink design, very small. There we go. And we'll get some of this off. Almost use just as much paper towels with this as you do the string. Okay, let's give it some here. Look at this way. Pink and white. Let's see, let's start here. Go this way. There. Okay. We're just playing in the paint today. Let's see, Kelly's joined us. Hey there, Kelly. Let's see, how do I want to pull this? Let's go this way. Almost got it covered. Okay, here we go. And pull. There we go. Well, I don't know about y'all, but that was fun for me. A little bit different. I'm kind of wondering what would it do if I took a chain and went back through some of these to make the white a little bit bigger, a little bit more pronounced. Kind of like this right here. It's really bright. It's not so bright in here. I like how the brightness is on the beginning of this and how it fades out. But like there's a couple of them in here, like this one here and this one here, that really aren't that bright. So I could redo them, take the chance of messing it up. So I think for experimental purposes, I am going to pull it again. See, I would start, how did I do that? Start here and go all the way around and pull it that way. That's what I did. Yeah. So let's see what happens. All right, so we're going to put it here. Stop shaking. The biggest obstacle, I think, with the string is sometimes the string doesn't want to lay the way you want it to lay, which can be very frustrating because you're holding it with two hands like this chain, but you need a third hand to put it in place can be quite frustrating, whereas this chain swings. Okay. So let's give this another shot. And if you do it at a constant flow, steady hand, that's the best. So you need to make sure that you're comfortable. And it is brighter, more defined. That's good. That's what we were going for. Wonderful. That's good. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now, I know that worked. I'm going to highlight some of the other ones on here that are dark. Brighten them up some. This is one of them. I think let's see. I'm trying to think how I did the pull. It was this way, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't know if you can see it on camera. I can't. This chain is just a swinging. It's like a pendulum. Okay. We are at the end. And pull. We had so much fun in exercise class today. We danced to we exercised to Halloween music, the Monster Mash, the Addams Family. Even had Wizard of Oz. Ding dong, the witch is dead, the witch is dead, the witch is dead. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. It was fun. It was oldies but goodies music, and a few TV shows in there like the Addams Family, Scooby-Doo. It was fun. But I'm happy with that. Hope y'all are too. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a little bit. Hope you got inspired to give it a try and see what happens. In a way, I don't want to stop messing with it. I was thinking about going the opposite way, this way, and then that way. Nope, that way. But I think I'm going to leave it alone. It's good enough for the experiment. And now that I see what kind of imprint it leaves, I really like that, the space in between, the highlights and all. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And I will see you next Tuesday, if not before. Hope you have a great weekend and Halloween tonight. Bring your fur babies in, no matter what kind they are. bring them in or put them where they belong so they're not out for other people with bad intentions to get a hold to. Thank you so much. Hugs, everybody, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.